Let's talk about social skills and human relations. In particular, young men sometimes have the need to prove who's more masculine. You know, when they're real young, they play fight, they wrestle, that type of stuff. Teenage years and early 20s, though, you have a lot of young men who talk too much. You get in these situations where maybe most of the time it's showing out for a female. 9 times out of 10. Football players are particularly susceptible to this type of behavior. But I'm going to narrow one particular situation down because there's many situations like this. So in this trying to prove masculinity or trying to prove toughness or trying to show, you know, who's strongest or whatever, and you're looking for a target, a lot of guys end up trying to target the quiet guy. Here's the problem. That quiet guy is quiet for a reason. He's got that volume turned down. And maybe it's just because the guy is timid or shy. Maybe that person understands, hey, I don't want to hurt nobody, so I'm going to sit here and be quiet. So what your little goofy self done went and done is started mouthing off at the wrong person, and next thing you know, you tapped a sleeping bear. You don't know who you're dealing with out there, especially now with the fact that, you know, we used to fist fight and it'd just be over with, but now you never know who has a gun, who has a knife, who has a bomb, whatever the case may be. But you would be better served to leave those quiet people alone. You should leave everybody alone. Whatever it is that you do well in life, do that. If you don't have anything that you do well, then find something to do well. Find a hobby. Find something positive. Because that type of behavior only leads to something escalating into something else. If you're talking about young men who are in college, especially if you're old enough to drink, those situations get out of hand really quickly. I don't care what you look like, where you come from, what you sound like. If you learn the art of keeping your mouth shut and minding your business, you can make it darn near anywhere on the planet. There may be some situations and places you shouldn't go regardless, but you can always do yourself the favor of not saying things you should not say. But when you're dealing with people who are overly quiet, you're rolling dice, literally. You're flipping a coin. And you don't know what's on both sides of that coin. One side says this is a quiet person. The other side may say serial killer. The other side may say political affiliations. The other side may say, well, now you're bullying this person. But then there's a whole nother coin, because you do have people on this planet who don't like bullies. So now you're picking on somebody, and somebody says, okay, well, I'll tell you what, you can pick on me. Let's see how that works out for you. And I'll be honest with you, when I was young and stupid, I've been in the position where I started some stuff I shouldn't have started. It's happened before. And thank God all those situations did work out in my favor. I've also been in a couple of situations where I said, you know what? Leave that person alone. That person didn't bother you. It's amazing how hypocritical we can be in life, but we're humans. Nobody's perfect. But you can limit your imperfections by not putting yourself in situations you don't need to be in. You reap what you sow. That's another thing. You keep bothering people who aren't bothering you. The day will come when you don't want to be bothered, and then somebody's going to pay you back what it is that you dished out to someone else. Then you can also equate this to your loved ones. You may have loved ones who are overly merciful, who are always willing to give, willing to help, taking advantage of that person is darn near the same thing. Because these are the type of people who will give to you and help even if they don't have or they don't have a lot to give, or whatever they're giving is their last. And here you go taking advantage of the situation. But I tell you, like I've said in one or two of my other videos, you don't get that many chances at having people who genuinely care about you. So when you take care of, when you mistreat and mishandle people like that and they're gone, chances are they ain't going back. Either you've ruined that person to where they're no longer going to be that type of salt of the earth good person, or they're going to be that good person, but they're going to go be good to somebody else who appreciates them. And there are people,
turn right onto Lovett Road.
There are people in life who they genuinely, you have some people that are driven by being good to other people, and it's sad because those are the people who get taken advantage of the most. So if you know somebody like that, cherish them. But bottom line, leave those quiet people alone. There's a reason for it. It's like you're opening Pandora's box. If you're going to knock on the door of bullying people and picking on people, you be very, very careful with quiet people, because you may just open up that door and what comes out, you want to close the door quick. But that person says, you open this door, now you finna get what's inside of it.